This weekend I played in the Victory Road World Cup Open and got into top 8 with this Barraskewda, Kyogre, Zacian and Zacian team. And since I've lost in the last match in top 8 on stream in a really embarrassing way, I at least wanted to showcase some of the games where the team performs as it's been designed. So let's hope we get some interesting games today, and let's just jump into some matches. Here we are in the first match up against Kyogre Zacian with Zapdos, and they have two Ninja answers on their team, so I'm tempted to bring it, since if they drop even one of them, they're at quite a disadvantage. Zacian Kyogre lead here can't really get punished by much, and since they could bring in DT themselves, setting up Psychic Terrain isn't that good here, although it could be beneficial against the Whimsicott or the Insane, but I don't think it's necessary, since if they lead Insane, we win with Shedinja almost guaranteed, since we should be able to take the Zapdos in a 1v1 with Shedinja. So our goal is just KO Insane and then go from there. And this lead might look bad for us, since their Whimsicott can set up Tailwind, but Funcock Kyogre can't outspeed Barraskewda even under Tailwind, and they would need to be Scarfed and Tailwinded, and I'm not sure if Modest outspeeds us and is enough to KO, or if they need to max to get the KO. Not sure, but I'm not thinking about anything that my opponent could do, since I'm in the commanding position here. They need to react in some way, and if they aren't able to, we'll just stomp them. And we get up +1 on our Kyogre, meaning that we're at technically +2, since we've got the Choice Scarf on it. Doesn't do much into Kyogre, but crit, so probably they have some bulk on it. Barraskewda survives here, and this is really big. Also nice avoid on the if I was sure, or if I would know their speed stat on Zapdos, I would go for Darkness and Water Spout here, but I haven't seen their Zapdos, and depending on their nature, they could be able to outspeed our ogre at under tailwind while we're at +2, so I'd rather go for another airstream than risk it, since this is gonna pick up the KO and Kyogre anyway, meaning that we've got an end game of Cetus and whatever else they brought in the back world. R2 in the back along with... Okay, they don't even KO Barraskewda here, which seals their fate in a way. And instant me out. Yeah. That just means we can KO it without them being able to do much of anything. Water spout and just sack the ogre here, since their instant is gonna take big damage and be reduced to either a possible sap or just straight up die. And even if they kill all of our other our Shedinja should be able to take the 1v1 versus the Zapdos from here. And Water Spout isn't gonna do a ton here. Well, and now we just go into Zacian and click beam play. Yeah. And that was a game where our lead gave us a commanding advantage. They had to react in a certain way or find a reaction to our lead, and they did, and we just steamrolled them. Here we are in the second match up against a pretty similar looking team, but as opposed to last time, this time Shedinja isn't gonna cut it at all, since the Barraskewda can just leech us. So we're forced to bring these far here, since Landorus doesn't really like facing Kyogre that much, and Shedinja just dies to Earththorn and Instant. We don't really have a great player Thorn answer outside of just Sacred Sword from Instant, or I guess Max Darkness into Ice Beam. But we'll see when they go with and how we can respond. Fun fact, actually, I think I played this opponent on in the Victory Road 2, so they might know my tricks here. If the problem here is that now they definitely know that my Barraskewda can outspeed their Eleki, meaning that they can try to fake out the Ogre and kill the Eleki. Kill the Barraskewda with the Eleki. So I'm trying to cover for that by setting up tacky terrain. I would expect them to max Eleki and target that I am hoping for in target. Yeah, fake out, good. Yeah, nice! We correctly predicted either a crit or physical lucky here. Yeah, it's physical. Life orb. Interesting. And the lucky goes low here. Meaning that now we can bring in Barraskewda. And if it's the same opponent from yesterday or from this weekend, I should know that Barraskewda outspeeds Eleki on the rain, and in addition to that, Kyogre at +2 also should outspeed Eleki. And no matter which of my slots they target here, I should be able to kill Eleki next turn as well. And this turn I'm just not going for it, since I could be it could be really bad for me if they just max card it. But yeah, here's the max card. Astrin doesn't do a ton into Pharaoh, but speed boost is relevant, since next turn we can just go for another speed boost. But if Wrestling gonna do a ton. Oh, critical. Yeah, I guess that's relevant, but even so, Butterspout should be able to get the knockout on Lucky, and the double up should take out the Pharaoh unless they protect here. And they even withdraw a Lucky. And switch in Zacian. Interesting. They're still at quite the advantage here, but they have somehow got their way back into this. I'm expecting max protect from Zacian. So I'm counting on the -1 water spout to deal a lot. And if they didn't go for a protect here, any other play might have put Kyogre at risk here. Yeah, it's a KO. And now we still have our +2 Scarf Kyogre, meaning that we should be able to finish off Lecky. And there are 2 things that are worth considering here. 1, protect on Lecky. 2, extreme speed. But since they haven't done either one, I'm not confident enough to play around extra speed, since we would just lose if they went for Bronze instead. Now this should get the knockout. Yeah, nice. Rain booster Barraskewda with Life Orb is even without max big threat. Now rain ends, but we are still speed boosted up on our Kyogre, meaning that we can just water spout. And liquidation for good measure. So yeah, that was also pretty classic. Just Barraskewda and Ogre wins the match game. While these matches didn't really show the Shedinja or Landorus game plans, they did manage to show just how oppressive Barraskewda Kyogre can be when the opponent doesn't have an answer into them. So yeah, while I would say most of my wins in the tournament were pretty similar, I also won some games with Shedinja or Helping Hand Behemoth Blade or Helping Hand Max Rockball. But I didn't get to showcase these in matches today. I will. That's it for me for now. Thanks for watching. Bye.